on. Know you wish you had my Levi jeans. When you're popping out your phone, put it down to the ground.
Baby, you know I'm on my bullshit. How that you ride it? Rodeo in your room, that shoe break suits with perfect timing. Love when you tease me in them jeans, girl.
Hello. Hold on, y'all. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. We gotta talk. This is just getting out of hand. So, as y'all know, Project 2025 is complete. And they're getting ready. The Heritage Foundation is getting ready to do Project 2026, right? We're gonna talk about Kristi Noem being either she could be impeached or step down. So let's get into Project 2025 and what the goal is, the policies. So now they have targeted allegedly immigrants is now targeting China. Child, this is a mess. Hold on. My computer's slow. I don't know why StreamYard so slow. Everybody's experience it. Okay, so look. All right, here we go. Counter the CCP, which is the China Communist Party. They're basically trying to say that China is still in American technology at an unprecedented rate in hurting U.S. workers. So now they're trying to say that China coming over here to help open things for America, to better America. They're still in it. Oh, they're still in it. They're taking from us. They're doing this and that. That is not true. Eliminate regulation, inflation, and spending. I don't know how you're going to eliminate inflation when everything is going up, but whatever. It says government spending, regulation, inflation on the tax are all taxed on Americans, especially working families who struggle to make ends meet. End border and immigration chaos. Ensure election integrity. The right and vote in free and fair elections, meaning that whoever they want to choose, that's who they're going to have with the party. That is what they're trying to do. So remember how everybody was saying no vote, this and that. Now they're going to push the no vote, your vote don't count situation. That that's what they're trying to do. Expand education freedom. Listen to this, which is crazy. They take away the Department of Education. The education system is failing our children from that scourge of the woke ideas like critical race theory and radical gender ideology, and a lack of academic excellence and transparency. Parents, not bureaucrats, should be making decisions about their children's education. Fight big tech abuse. Now, child. Put family first. So Okay, if you are a single, I don't know how they're gonna do this. This is interesting when the daddies are making the babies and it don't work out and they realizing it's not who they want to be with, or people or the mamas. And some mamas we talked about them make the babies and all this and that. So now being a single parent is not a thing. They don't want it to be a thing. Yeah. They want y'all cooped up and married like they trying to do with Project 2025. Marriage ain't for everybody. They don't believe marriage is a hard work, right? Marriage is hard work. So they don't want that anymore. They feel like anyone that is a single parent and is bad for the country. They're gonna limit support on ABs and banning taxpayer funding for ABs, root out the deep state of unelected bureaucrats, special interest groups, regular bypass. And these are the people that y'all saying is doing great for your country. But let me explain something to y'all, because we're going to talk about that now, because under my comments, when I talked about Kristi Noem, people were saying she don't need to go nowhere. But y'all not understanding that y'all let me say this. Let me tell you how much of your tax dollars go to government funding. $10 to $30. So, excuse me, they're taking 2 to whatever out of it, right? You get $10 to $30 that's coming, $10 to $30. 10, you know you can borrow $10 to $30 from them. 10 to and pay it back. $10 to $30 is coming out your taxes for government funding. You will be surprised for where the rest of your money go from your taxes. And it's not towards immigrants. That is a lie. It is not towards immigrants. I'm going to say it again. Your money is not going to specialize an immigrant to live free. I don't know why America came up with this lie. But guess what? I'm going to tell you something. Everybody was told that lie. That wasn't true. They didn't have research then. There wasn't nobody who could research this, right? Then you go with it. Well, now that you have research, database, you can't go along with everything. Let's finish this and then we're going to talk about it, because y'all finna be shocked. Then you have Unleash American Energy. Energy fuels human flourishing, is the foundation of the modern economy. Policies that limit oil and natural gas production. So when I sat here and told y'all that they were going to invade, y'all thought I was lying. And that was a plan for 2026. With Tammy, when I did that live yesterday about Tammy saying they want to take away, that's what they're doing. They want to take it, strip it, and bring it here in order to use it for energy. They don't want to go through the trading system. They want to take it and make their own. So y'all remember in social studies, let's say trading, right? Shipments of products and things of that. They don't want that. Now, if you notice, New York has energy from Canada. Y'all didn't know that. That's why, oh no, we're going to stop it, because they didn't even know that their energy resources they do with lights and all that comes from Canada. Y'all, gas and oil come from different countries. It is not, I'm so sick of people saying that it's here in America. No, it is not. No, it is not. Let me search it up for you. If it's not so slow. Because you got to think. I don't need you to think. I need you to do, honey. Give me a minute. Now it's going together. Yeah, something's wrong with StreamYard. I'm going to have to go through and see what's up. I don't update it myself. I don't know, because I got to update something or... because I don't have nothing on my computer. Hold on, y'all. There it go. Oh, give me a minute. There it go. That's what that is. I gotta update my stuff. It's trying to sync. That's what it's doing. Can it wait? Wait. Give me a minute. Okay, I don't. Hold on, y'all, because I'm tired of it running slow. I don't have, but that worked fine. So what the hell is it? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, anywho, back to what we're doing. It's just running slow. And I don't like it. Is it this? Oh, why my Google Chrome slow today? It's like everything is slow. Navigating and all is pretty slow. Okay. Nah, there you go. What I said we was gonna look up? Oh. I really want to see that movie about the girl that found her own oil and stuff. So, y'all ready? Let's look it up. Why is it? Come on, babe. Hold on, give us a minute. Okay. Oil in America, it comes from both domestic production, about 60%, and imports, to Canada being the top foreign supplier by far, followed by Mexico, Saudi Arabia, and Iraq, and Colombia. So what's the tea with you saying? I want y'all to think. Put your thinking caps on. Put your thinking caps on. Oh, we don't want nobody coming from Venezuela or Colombia, but you're using their stuff. Oh, we don't want nobody coming from such and such, but you're using their stuff. So the goal that was said about the resources was not a lie. Here is it in your face. Get your mug. Take a sip. It's in your face. It is in your face. America don't want to do This is allegedly. I don't want nobody to try to strike me and get mad. They don't want to do business with other countries. They want it to be like the other countries. They want to take the resources to say, hey, this is what we did, because it was a movie that came out. I need to go. They had a movie about the black girl, remember? And the guy, he helped her start her oil back in the day, and she ran it for years and kept running it for years and stuff like that. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about. Just came out this year. There were a lot of companies that did that, but we got to go deep into why it stopped and why resources are not there, right? These countries have that, and you got to understand, as it say right here, the U.S. is actually the world's largest oil producer, but imports crucial heavy crudes not easily found or transported domestically, keeping refineries efficient. So they want to bring it back here. They want to bring it back here. It's a lot with that. I'm gonna do a deep dive. I want to do a deep dive, but not today, because I want to talk about other stuff. But it's a deep dive. We're gonna do a deep dive about that, because I'm starting to think, why do you want to go somewhere and take their stuff? I'm not understanding that. What is so great about it? This has been going on for from the beginning of time. From the beginning of time. All right. Let's go to let me open up another tab. See, it worked fine with that. Maybe it's because I'm streaming. Let's stream right there. Ow. Sidebar: Street Fighters in the movies since October 16th, 2026. Take your kids. Okay? Because you know we millennials are die hard. Mortal Kombat fans. It's coming out. All right, let's go. Let me see if Kevin got it. Oh, because I shared it last night. If not, it's in my inbox. I know you lying. What? I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. They say Jeffrey Epstein had a Donald Trump Jimmy's. So Catholic Charities, let's talk about that before we go to Christy Dome. Y'all know Catholic Charities help millions of people. No matter if you're an immigrant, American, no matter what, they were getting funded. And like I say, if you go through anything, you need help, you contact Catholic Charities. Catholic Charities is one of the biggest places that I know for a fact that will help you with your rent. Homeless people with hotel stays or even shelter, and get these people into homes or apartments and things of that nature. So he is cracking down on Catholic Charity here in Texas, because Catholic Charity here in Texas has everybody. Now y'all love when a man use God all the time, and you got the Queen of Rap using the Lord and saying a well-known thing of, because that speaks to my heart. But y'all are cool with the funding Catholic Charities, which is a church that helps and give out. Sip your tea. Well, it matters to me for my coffee. I said what I said. No shake. So Catholic Charities of the Rio Grande Valley, ran by Sister Norma Pintel, has acted as a lifeline for families impacted by immigration and border officials. She sure has. Not only that, she also helped everyone in America. So he is cutting the funding for Catholic Charity. He's cutting off Catholic Charities funding. Right. So now the White House is freezing the funds and claiming there are audit violations. But the Catholic Charity leadership said that this is about political revenge, not paperwork. She ain't lying. The church and Pope Leo have been loudly supportive of immigrant rights, and the Trump administration have been pushing against it. When Vice President, I got a question for the Barbs. Can you come in? Your girl an immigrant. Y'all saying she supposed to get citizenship. That's for her benefit. Don't leave. Don't leave. Come back. And if y'all watch it, yeah, how does defunding immigrants help her? She's an immigrant. She's not getting that citizenship. There's no shade. Okay. Speaking of that, so let's go to and then she trying to ignite a beef with Cardi by using political. And shout out to Cardi for ignoring it. Shout out to Cardi for ignoring it. Now she's talking about Gavin Newsom, and everybody in the comments are like going ham on her. Like really going ham on her. I really wish somebody take away her phone. Somebody's taking her phone right now. Hold on. You know, the barbers came in here, then they left. They upset. They don't want nobody to tell them the truth. And they crying right now. I just want y'all to hold y'all girl accountable. I held her accountable twice. Imagine being a guy running or wanting to see trans kids. Not even a trans adult would run on that. Normally adults wake up and they think to see healthy, safe, happy kids. So everybody say she breaking their heart. You're like, she's breaking her heart. Somebody say better to be gay than an effing adult. That's right, Bondi. I agree. She say, better to be gay than F by an adult. Shout out to Bondi. She's not lying. Gavin is the cute boy who got everything handed to him because of how cute and sexy and hot and smoking he was. Oh, look at him sitting there in that suit with the sneakers on. He thinks he's Tom Cruise on Differences and Next Mission Impossible. First of all, Nikki, you mad for what? And for what? And Gavin for what? Gavin did nothing to you. Gavin did nothing to you. You keep jumping in thinking you finna get something and using you. And when I keep saying they're using her, no, they're not. They're using her. They're using her to fight for them. That's what they do. They're using her. And I'm not trying to be funny, but they are, because they believe in their mind let's get to the tea. Hold on. If we use her to do that, we'll be great. But no, baby, I'm telling you out of love, I'm going to hold your hand while I say this. Onika, Tanya Mirage, Petty, you're not getting no citizenship. They're just using you. They have done this before. This is not the first time. All right, let's move on. I'm just telling you, you're not going to get it. You're not. He deporting people right now and defunding people that's helping ICE. And you want me to tell you why he's defunding? I'm going to tell you why. Let me share my screen. And we're going to get to Kristen on. That's the grand finale. Come on. I'm going to have to go once I get off here and see what the hell going on with my Google or StreamYard. So Kilmar Abrego Garcia prayed and spoke to supporters outside of the ICE field office in Baltimore this morning. Kilmar was released from ICE custody yesterday after a federal judge ordered he be let go, but he had to return to an immigration office Tuesday for a mandatory check-in. Ahead of that check-in, federal judge premeditatedly blocked ICE from redetaining him. Kilmer spoke to the press. So let me say something to y'all. They can't detain this man no more. But he come in to get his paperwork. Let me see if I can find her impeachment, because I got it. Well, they're speaking on impeaching her. And they're not speaking on just impeaching her because, oh, this is great. They're speaking on impeaching her for a great reason. So Christy, no, this ain't Christy, no, first time taking funds without asking nobody, having a conversation. This ain't homegirl first time. This not her first time. This not her first time. She's been asked to step down or they will go to investigate for impeachment. And I had people in my comments. Hold on. And when I posted that she should, y'all was saying she keeping immigrants from here. Your tax dollars don't go towards immigrants. Let me tell you. Okay? So what it says, your tax dollars are split between Social Security, medical care, and national defense. No, your tax dollars don't go towards immigrants. No, your tax dollars don't go towards SNAP. Your tax dollars go towards national defense. And I'm finna show you. Your tax dollars don't go towards him helping an immigrant come a great person or be great in America. No, it does not. They do still pay. Here it is right here. It go towards your education, training, employment, transportation, international affairs, science and research, housing and social services. Other key factors that people think it go to, but it mostly does not go there. It says it go to across federal and local levels of public safety, schools, and community programs. This is where your 22% is healthcare, 13% is safety net. Majority of your fund go to healthcare. Do you see this little bit that it go to right here? Your education, transportation, your federal retirees of veterans get 70%, Social Security 20%, defense, your police officers, all that is 20%. Because y'all got to stop with these lies. Safety net is 13%, but majority is your health care that they want to take away. So this is the thing that when they say what they're going to do, why they were fighting for health care was because majority of y'all tax dollars is towards health care. I'm going to say it again. Majority of your tax dollar is towards health care. Them schools ain't getting that much money. Like I said, it was what, a 70%? Your tax dollars ain't even helping veterans. So with them taking away health care, what is that going to... Think about it. Oh, the immigrants come over here. They get so much. They don't get anything. I remember hearing that lie growing up because that's what it was told. And nobody knew the truth until I went to the tax office. When I had to go file my taxes in person because of identity theft. When I went to that tax office, y'all, and I will kid you not, I seen a line, basically a line of Mexicans, immigrants, taking a wad of cash out their motherfucking pocket and paying their taxes to be in America. The lie that you were told that y'all pay, we do not pay for that. We don't pay for that. We don't pay for them to have a better life. That's not what we're paying for. I don't know where this lie came from. I don't know who told that lie. I don't know. But we were not and is not paying. So I'm taking a screenshot from my bank because I was charged twice for something, my bad. For immigrants to have a better life. We're not doing that. No, they're not coming here not paying taxes. That's not true. I thought that was true for a long time till I sat there in that office and I seen a line of them paying their taxes, asking how much do they owe. Excuse me. Asking how much do they owe. And I'm just looking like, what? Huh? I was told this all my life. Why is like, what do you mean? And I was flabbergasted. I called my mom. I say, Mama. She said, what? I said, we've been lied to. She said, what you mean? I just seen a boy of Mexicans come in and pay their taxes. She said, what? I said, yeah. She said, I never thought that. I said, Mama. Yes. Hold on, y'all. Did I? Oh, okay, I see. Hold on. Y'all know Amazon charged me twice. So I did it again, and my bank realized I did it again, and now they want proof, and I'm sending them their proof, so y'all have to forgive me, because what you're not going to do is charge me twice when I only have one account, but my other account. So let me break it. If you are and I want to say this is a sidebar. We're going to continue everything. If you are a influencer, as me, I have the membership for one account, but I have my influencer account that helps with the membership, right? That helps pull this and that to put my influencer storefront, right? So if y'all see a double charge, what I learned was it's supposed to be charged once, but they try to charge it again for whatever reason. Call Amazon, and Amazon will tell you to call your bank. That's just an FYI, and that's exactly what I did. All right. So we have Representative Delilah Ramirez. Miss Ramirez calls out Kristi Moan for alleged lies. I'm finna play it, and then we're gonna listen to what some other people had to say. A lot of people now we're going to Kristi Noem. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, she first of all, Kristi Noem this is not her first time taking money from political things, and we saw that when she was over one state. I showed y'all that she did double in some funds. They had asked her about taking the money from the $2 million jets for the jets. Remember, I told you about $1 million a piece for jets, right? For the Homeland Security to fly on and people to fly on, but you can't sit in those seats unless you were immigrant or whatever the case that you sitting back, right? You just go back in luxury, allegedly. Okay. So she's saying, well, they need to sit on jets. And they asked her, they say, well, you supposed to come to us for this type of thing and run it by us. Kristi Noem did not run it by. They asked her, why did you do that? You know what she said? Because I thought I could. I mean, I can I? I don't have to I don't have to ask you. We're going to play the video. We're going to have to show y'all. And I said, are you serious? Because she should feel like she didn't have to ask nobody. Bless me. My allergies. So she abused her power. And we're going to show you that.
You lied on the record, and you lied to members of this committee. You violated court orders by not turning around deportation flights bound for El Salvador, where we know that hundreds of people under your leadership have reported that they were raped, they were beaten, and they nearly died. And your agents used chemical weapons in Chicago despite court orders from District Court Judge Ellis forbidding their use. Our residents have been surveilled, they've been threatened, they've been tear gassed, they've been hit with pepper balls, they've been shot, they've been subjected to warrantless arrest and precision immobilization maneuvers, they've been kidnapped and disappeared under your leadership. Your options are limited. Either you're going to resign, Trump's gonna fire you, or you will be impeached.
I told y'all there was a thing going around about people disappearing and stuff, and they didn't know where they were. She just said it. She just said it.
I've already called for your resignation. You may remember I hand-delivered my request to you back in May, and I urge you to reconsider resignation because I've taken the first step towards your impeachment, and I've called on the Judiciary Committee to open an investigation into your lawlessness. Mr. Chairman, I know that at the end we'll be entering a number of articles into consent, but since I have a few moments, I ask unanimous consent to enter into the record a letter calling the Judiciary Committee to investigate Secretary Noem's impeachable offenses. You lied on the record, and you lied to members of this committee.
The hearing. Representative Seth was out here calling the shots, baby. He was not playing with her at all because he was just like, I'm gonna let you walk your ass into this lie, right? And then I'm gonna throw this little landmine just like a bow. So, of course, you know, he was talking about how people who have served this country, who have, you know, military experience, have been deported. And so, you know, she was asked, you know, how many times have you deported, you know, U.S. veterans? Da, 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 da. And she was like, and with her whole chest, she was like, we have not deported any U.S. citizens or veterans. And here come one of his staffers.
So listen, when they started deporting you people that's been in the service for no reason, there are Americans. That's when she walked herself into the BS, and that's when she messed up. They were waiting on her not to know how to do her job, and they was gonna let her know they were playing with her. Remember, they already got old boy, Resrami, rapper, whatever, and but taking funds to fund for his girlfriend. Now they got her. They already got Matt. Look how they finna get. Listen, watch how they be. Got it. They already know they can't do their job. Child, it's finna be some mess come 2026. Let's continue.
With a whole fucking iPad with a man sitting on the couch. And he was like, we are joined here today by this gentleman who is an Army combat veteran who was shot twice. And while in Panama and whatnot, serving this country, a Purple Heart recipient. Oh yeah, you deported his ass to Korea. A country that he hadn't been in since he was like 7 or something. Like he was real young. And they were like, you know, his only crimes was, of course, the highlight of how we don't take care of our veterans in this country. And you can tell me what you want. I am a vet's daughter. I know what I've seen. I know what I have experienced. We do not take care of our vets in this country. And it fucking sucks because you all, you know, want to be over there starting little shit. And then you want to send somebody else's sons and daughters over there. And then you don't want to take care of the after effects when they come back. And this man had indefinite after effects of coming back because he had a struggle with PTSD. He had a struggle with, you know, with drugs and all the things. And unfortunately, he got into some trouble. They were, you know, but the representative was like, he's never hurt anyone. He was like, the only danger he has been is to himself because, of course, he's trying to cope with the fact that we don't take care of our veterans. And you deported his ass. Then, you know, the crazy thing was, and I want y'all to pay attention to this, her racism was so fucking loud all up and through that hearing, but they caught that shit because when he was like, you know, can you look at his case and can you thank him for his service and whatnot? And she did everything but really thank that motherfucker for his service. But he had the white man stand up, and her tune was a lot different.
Clean and sober for 14 years. He is a combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient. He has sacrificed more for this country than most people ever have. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old. Will you join me in thanking Mr. Park for his service to our country?
Sir, I'm grateful for every single person that has served our country and follows our
And
laws.
can you please
and
tell
knows
Mr.
that our
Park
laws
why
are
you
important
deported
and
him?
every one of them needs to be enforced.
But you understand that
Christy, do you even know the laws? Do you know the laws, girl? Because you have done a lot that you was not even doing what the law asked you to do, boo-boo kitty. Come on now. Botox Barbie, you did a lot.
many veterans
Now, do you see how, you know, how she was with him? Now, I want you to pay attention to this next gentleman, like I said, is a white man who also, you know, has service to this country, who was married to an immigrant who was from Ireland, and she came here when she was about 11 or whatever, but she came here legally. Unfortunately, sis wrote some bad checks more than like 10 years ago for less than $100. Keep that in mind, less than $100. And they deported her ass too.
is Jim Brown from Troy, Missouri. He is a Navy combat veteran who served our country in the Gulf War. He's married to a woman named Donna who came to our country legally from Ireland when she was 11 years old. She has lived here for 48 years. Because of you, Jim's wife Donna has been in prison for the last 4 months. She did not come here illegally, and she has never committed any crime other than writing 2 bad checks totaling $80 10 years ago. She is currently in prison and facing deportation. Ms. Noem, will you thank Mr. Brown for his service to our country?
Thank you, Mr. Brown, for your service to our
Now,
country.
what possible explanation can there be for locking up his wife for 4 months when she has committed no crime other than writing a couple of bad checks for $80?
Sir, it is not my prerogative, my latitude, or my job to pick and choose which laws in this country get enforced.
You have
and
broad
which ones
discretion
don't.
as the secretary.
need
You
to
can
follow
issue
the law.
parole.
Exactly, because the last time we checked, she was scamming, and then she took some money that nobody even asked her to touch for some damn jets. But you want to sit here and talk about writing a couple of bad checks? Hello, that don't make sense. You sat here and took money and funded your campaign for the people's money over the state that you were in. But you baby, you a criminal too. Girl, make it make sense, boo. It don't look good for you.
Well, you can do all
Enforce
kinds
the
of things,
laws.
but you're choosing not to.
She graciously turns around and, you know, thanks him for his service and whatnot. But, and, you know, of course, with the other side of her face gonna say she gonna look into these people's cases. She know damn well she's not gonna look into these people's cases. It is what it is. But the fact of the matter is, you sat here and you lied under oath, because again, please understand, when you go to these hearings and whatnot, yes, you have to be sworn in. Yes, they're like, look, your testimony is, you know, your testimony and blah blah blah, you know, no one's paying you to say all the things that they go through to make sure that you understand how serious this is. This is a hearing. This is, you know, the committee's time to ask questions and what have you, so that you can be transparent with the American public. You could turn around and thank that man for his service, but you couldn't turn around and look that man in the iPad and thank him for his service. Wonder why.
Exactly.
And, you know, it's just so interesting how everybody's like, this is not our country. Oh, this is absolutely our fucking country.
It sure is.
It's just the country that you hadn't been exposed to, because, again, all this shit never affected you. But all the rest of us, I guess, regular ass people who have seen, you know, shit like this all of our fucking lives, this is exactly what it is. And it's interesting to see this exposed on a grand stage of it all, so that, you know, people can really understand what is, you know, out here. But some of y'all still are not taking this shit so seriously because, again, you still don't think it can affect you. especially, you have these little subgroups or whatever that's, for wispy and all the things. And now they're sitting here like, oh my God, but we helped, get you elected. We helped, get all these things. And how can you deport our people? How can you deport our friends, our neighbors, members of our community? A snake is a snake is a snake. And the only thing it's going to shed is its skin.
Period.
But is that going to change what it is?
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
And that man told you in the very forefront. That was the thing. It was just like, you all are so trusting of mediocrity that you can't even see.
This is why I say, I don't know why y'all saying it's benefiting for her to get a citizenship. Shorty ain't finna get that citizenship. If I were her, I'll stop completely and mind my motherfucking business. I'm telling you now, do not trust that. Look at what they're doing.
When the shit is robbing your ass blind.
Period.
And that's what he did. And he told you he was gonna do it. That's the shit that shocks the fuck out of me, is the fact this man told y'all he was gonna do it. He went and did it. I'm gonna say one thing. You can't say he is not doing what he said he was gonna fucking do. Because he's doing it.
He doing it.
And some of y'all are letting it. And y'all just sitting around like, I can't believe, like, life is like this. And I can't believe that, groceries are so expensive, and insurance and, medicines and all the things. He fucking told you he was going to do this, and you still went in that voting booth and voted for his crazy ass. But who's really the crazy one?
Right. Jim.
America's not a real place. And baby, let me tell you something. When you can lie during hearings and then get up and walk the fuck out, like it's whatever, because you already know that they're not going to hold her accountable. This is America.
Like and subscribe to Mom's channel.
That was too cute. Okay, let's go. She found an article of impeachment. She sure did. She found that. She says she lied to the American people. And she's not lying. Botox Barbie might not be. Child. All right, y'all. I'm finna end it there. I'm finna see what's going on with my stream, y'all. I'm finna come back with some stuff about Romika Meeks. Please come in. I want to do a live about that. What time is it? My allergies is kicking my butt, my nose. I'll be back with like an hour or two, and we're gonna talk about Romika Meeks. Some clarifications on things. I will show the video, but I feel like those videos are kind of old. They're not really new to me. But I want to say this because I am going to talk about it. This is just my thoughts. I'm still trying to figure out where did she discuss anything about her for that to be used in court. Because the auntie say, we're going to use that. Okay. Why? It's not going to have nothing to do with that case. It has nothing to do with it. It's just a legal standpoint. Anyway, I'll be back, you guys. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be back with more of that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
It's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Birds singing in the dead of night.